So I want to encourage you guys right now, invite your entire teams on this webinar. Let them know that we are live, we are in color. And for those of you that are new to this space, I just want you to know when you do hop on here and your cameras are on, that actually means that we can see you. So there's a little panel at the bottom that has a camera and a microphone if you're on a phone or a computer, and you can actually block that if you don't want us to see you right now. Otherwise, we may actually be seeing you. And so with that being said, hold on one second, guys. So with that being said, just wanted to put that disclaimer out. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of the brand new members that are here. We have a very, very special team huddle happening tonight. We have a very, very special guest that's going to be on. Actually, the CEO of iMarket Survive is going to join us tonight. So this is the time right now that you want to stop everything that you're doing. You want to get your guests on the line. You want to get team members on the line. You want to tell everybody you know that you're about to be in the company of some extremely wealthy people, and you just want to give them an opportunity to be a fly on the wall. I know that it's Labor Day, so I want to say happy Labor Day to each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy family today. I'm not sure what you did. I didn't even realize it was Labor Day. And so my kids didn't have to go to school, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And honestly, it's a beautiful thing to have every day to be a holiday. So with that being said, we'll give you an opportunity as you're getting guests on, as you're getting team members on, as you're getting your leaders on, check the list, make sure your leaders are here, get them on the line, tell everybody you want to hear this information. And so I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody, give you an opportunity to let us know your name, where you're calling in from, represent your city, who is out there ready and excited. Who's on the line?
Michael Parker, Atlanta.
Adam's here.
Hey, Michael, welcome to the line. Who else out there?
Mr. Bank Breaker Adams here in Atlanta.
Hey, welcome. Bank Breaker, let's go.
Sean from DC.
Sean from DC, welcome to the line. Who else is on with us?
Doreen from Anguilla.
Doreen from Anguilla, welcome. Thanks for being on. Who else is out there?
Natasha from Augusta.
All right, Natasha, welcome to the line.
Hey, Dr. Chyna, Bethley is doing $1 Million Wolf in ATL.
$1 million, make them want to holla. Welcome to the call.
Absolutely.
We're about to have a whole lot of fun here. We are a family, and I'm truly excited that you guys are doing this. If you have not announced yourself, or even if you and you got some background noise, just go ahead and mute all of that out. I'm going to mute everybody in just a moment. But welcome to the live. Go ahead and announce your name. Let us know where you're calling in from.
Hey, Dr. Chyna, Damon Douglas from Douglas.
All right, somebody up. I think Damon Douglas. Welcome to the line. Who else is on with us?
Hello, this is Darlene Mingo calling from North Carolina.
North Carolina is in the house. Welcome. Who else is on?
Cynthia from Atlanta.
All right, Cynthia from Atlanta. Welcome to the line. Who else made it on the call?
Cheryl Hamilton.
Cheryl Hamilton. Welcome to the line. Who else is that?
From Atlanta.
Sierra from Chicago. Tiara from Chicago. Welcome. I heard somebody calling in from Atlanta. Welcome to the line, guys. So thanks so much for being on with us, guys. Welcome. This is Dr. Chyna Bethley. This is our Rich University Team Huddle call that we do every single Monday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You definitely want to continue to get your guests on. I know that it's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to each and every one of you, which is why we have an amazing Labor Day edition for you guys. A very special guest is going to be joining us in just a moment. And I want to make sure that we do some of the things that we always do on this call. First of all, I know that some of you are brand new. You're here for the first time, first time being on our Team Huddle call. We want to know who you are. What's your name if it's your first time being on, and where are you calling in from? Go ahead and unmute right now. You have two options to unmute. You can either press *6 if you're on your phone, or you can just press the unmute button on your if you're dialing and you press *6, but if you're on the phone via Zoom watching us, you can just unmute the microphone at the bottom. So go right ahead and hit unmute so that we can hear you on the line. If it's your first time being on the call, go right ahead.
Cheryl Hamilton calling from Georgia.
Awesome. Cheryl Hamilton, thanks for being on with us. Welcome, welcome. Who else?
Darlene Mingo from Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, Raleigh, North Carolina. Darlene, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the family. Who else?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anybody else brand new, first time being on this call?
Escamilla, Nebraska.
Nebraska. Who was that from Nebraska?
Esther.
Esther, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being on. Who else?
Tashira Green from Georgia.
Hey. Welcome to the line. Thanks for being on. What's up?
Okay. Anthony Bell, Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right. Welcome to the call. Thanks for being on.
Pam from Chicago.
Anybody else going once, going twice?
Pam from Chicago.
Pam from Chicago's in the house. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Anybody else? First time being on.
This Pastor Carl.
Hey, Pastor Carl. I know
Yeah,
it's your first time being on.
I was closing out somebody. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Welcome to the call. Thanks for being on. Y'all see this cute little IML glass we got right here, right? I'm IML'd out, baby. What they thought? I represent it. You see this, right? The IML wristband, the IML glass. Thanks to
Oh, you are funny.
Yes, Miss Tracy at GSD Ben. Hold up. I got some more stuff. Oh, it's upstairs. I got the IML notepad. That's all right, though. I'm ready at all times. I got my IML little booklet here so that when I'm sitting down with people, we can show an IML presentation, whether I'm at a coffee shop or whether I'm at the office or wherever I am. We don't play. We always come locked and loaded and ready to go. You hear me? Happy Labor Day, everybody. Let's get it. So thanks for being on the call, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is Dr. Chyna Bethley. I am in the beautiful, amazing Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm excited to be on here with you guys. I'm your Chairman 50. My husband and I are building this business together, doing a phenomenal job globally, and I'm excited that each and every one of you saw great value to say yes in joining this movement. We have a lot of fun, guys, but make no mistakes about it. We are very clear that people come to IML to make money. Whether you came to make money by learning the skill of trading, or whether you came to make money by doing both, learning the skill of trading and building a team. What I can tell you right now is that you really don't know until you start getting into this space what's going to work for you. So what I would highly recommend is don't make a choice of either or. Come and say, I'm coming to be successful. I'm coming to win. I'm coming to gain knowledge. I'm coming to be a part of the #1 movement in the world. I'm coming to make history. I'm coming to build a legacy. Do not put yourself in a box and limit yourself and assume that you know how this thing is going to play out. Just know that when you come to IML, you absolutely are in a winning company and you definitely want to be in a winning position. We had a phenomenal leadership call today, which is why you want to run to Platinum 1000. Platinum 1000 simply means that you have a team of at least 30 people. And when you hit that level, guys, you get to be a part of our leadership call that we do every single week. And we just discuss some things that we cannot really discuss on this call. So it's definitely a privileged call. You definitely want to do what you need to do with our help, with our support, with our resources to get to that level so that you can have access to that call. I see Pika is on as well. She said, let me get that glass. Isn't that super cute? Yes, this is just amazing. I love it, right? With the IML logo on it. Oh, we're not playing. For those of you who've already gotten your tickets to IML Source, congratulations. It's going to be absolutely epic. You know, I wish I could say more, but I can tell you guys right now, it is going to be bananas, the best event by far that we've ever had in our Markets Live. And I will say this, if you've never been to a conference in this industry, they're amazing. They're life-changing. You know, I remember my first event that I'd ever went to, I struggled to get there. I was going through a very, very tough financial time. I had never done anything like this before, so I didn't know what to expect. All I knew is I had joined this company. People were really excited. People were making money. I wasn't really making money yet. Everything was really, really new to me. And all they were talking about was this conference. At the time, it was in Houston, Texas. Now, I was in Atlanta at the time. I had no idea how I was going to get to Houston, Texas. And I remember, you know, obviously wanting to go. You never get in this atmosphere and environment of overachievers and, you know, people that are winning, and you just want to sit on you don't choose to sit on the sideline, or you don't decide that you just want to sit on the sideline. Usually it's something that's holding you back, whether it's your financial situation, whether it's some relationships, whether it's some circumstances that are holding you back. And there was all three of those was involved that was holding me back. And I remember getting on a call like this, and everybody was talking about the event, and it was just like, yeah, I'm doing this, and I just remember getting excited. I remember just wanting to go. I remember just saying, man, forget these limitations, forget, what I got going on. And I remember people were unmuting on the line, and they were talking about who was going, and, all of this and all that. And I was like, I want to go. And so I unmuted the phone, and I just was like, I'm going. Guys, listen, it's funny to me now because here's the reality. I had no way of, I did not know how I was going to get there. Me saying I was going was my first time actually entertaining the thought of me going, because I had already gotten an agreement with the fact that I was not going to be able to go. I had already got an agreement with the fact that I could not afford to go. I had already got into the agreement and said, dang, those are the things that I can never go to, right? I had already begun to get into a full-fledged agreement, a contract, if you will, with not being able to show up at something that was really available to me. It was available to me. I was qualified to go. I was invited to go. And I did not entertain the thought because I was in agreement with what things that were not aligned with the things that I wanted in my life. How many of us are in agreement with things that do not align with the results that we want to achieve in our life? And that's what I had done. And on that call, by the grace of God, those barriers was just broken. I just felt like I was a bird that was being freed from a cage. I was so super duper excited. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. I'm going. I'm going. And so when I said I was going, then I felt the pressure of, oh, Lord, I just said that I was going. So I guess I got to go, So I started to then entertain, what does that really look like? What does it really look like? Okay, let's see how, let's get the ticket. Let's get the ticket to go, a plane ticket wasn't even an option because that was both me and my husband that was going to need a plane ticket. So he's like, okay, let's see how many hours it is going to be to drive and how much gas we're going to need and who else can we take with us. So we started to recruit people so that we could go, because if we started to recruit people, listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you full transparency right now. Somebody's sharing their screen. If you could, I know you probably want to put up a photo, but you're actually sharing your screen. So I want to encourage you, whoever that is, let me see who that is, to not share your screen. I don't even know how to stop that. Oh, Lord, you are viewing. Oh, Wayne. Okay, perfect. So I know why you did that, Wayne, but that's not the way you put your photo up. You're going to do that on the back end with your Zoom account and your settings, okay? So nevertheless, lo and behold, God opened up some doors. A way is always made when you start moving toward it. And so we were able to get the resources. We were able to get to Houston, Texas. Not only were we able to get to Houston, Texas, the amount of money that we made just because we were hungry, just because we were driven, just because our back was against the wall. You see, here's what I know. Sometimes pain, hold on one second. Sometimes pain is exactly what you need to push you into purpose. Sometimes pain is exactly what you need to push you into purpose. Sometimes your circumstances and your situation, you just got to get mad at it. You got to get mad. You got to get mad. You got to get mad, which means you have to make a decision that you no longer want to be in that space. Now, some people reasoning for not coming to SOAR is not a financial reason. It's a circumstantial reason. Maybe it's a prior engagement. Maybe it's a relationship issue or whatever the case may be. I get it. I'm a mom. I have 3 children. I have a teenager that just graduated high school that's going into, exciting things in life. I got small children, a 4 and 5-year-old. I have a husband. I have multiple businesses that I could come up with some real good excuses, or what some people like to call reasons not to go. So I get it. I get it. But here's what I get more importantly. What I get is that there's only one opportunity to have certain experiences. And there are certain things that some of you, now maybe everybody's not in this position, but I believe a large majority of people are in a position that if they just literally got an agreement with, if they literally just got an agreement with the idea of going, if they literally got an agreement with that this is where they're supposed to be, if they literally got an agreement with winning, if they literally got an agreement with that this is the vehicle that can actually take you to your next target point, then things will begin to shift. So the first thing that I did on that call was I just started to tell myself that I was going. I didn't know how. I didn't have the resources. I didn't have the money. I didn't have all of the particulars set up. So it's almost just like, what we just heard on the call with Kevin Trudeau, and he was talking about last week. You know what? There's two different sides of this, and some people focus so much on how it's going to get done that they don't focus on that mental, that I'm just going to do it. I don't know how it's going to get done, but I know it's going to get done. I don't know all the particulars. I don't know everything. Some people said it in business. Well, once I learn how to do this, then I'm going to start telling other people. Guys, listen, it's not just about you. It's not just about your personal experience. There are people in my organization that, guess what? If I would have waited till I figured this out, they would not be here. And the whole experience of IML will be totally different, because these are people who are very, very influential in the makeup of this company. And so please, listen to what I'm saying. SOAR 2018 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida is going to be life-changing. And you actually still have an opportunity to go. And here's why I know that. We have people who just joined the company who have not even been in a full 7 days, who are going because they need this. And I'm not talking about people where they got the money to do it and they got, no. They just made up their mind. And they're figuring it out along the way. They just made up their mind and they're figuring it out along the way. And that's exactly what you guys are going to have to do. So listen, we have a very special guest on the call. I'm very excited about it. And before we bring him on the call, let's do this right here. Because what you're going to know about this gentleman that we're going to bring on is that he's extremely unique, different from anybody that I know, and definitely not the traditional CEO. So let me see here. 1 second. I think we should be good. Can you guys hear this? Hey! What?
What's up?
Y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's kind of low on my end.
What's up, everybody?
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, now you know, okay? This is Biggie Smalls on the That's what we call him. None other than
everybody.
own CEO of iMarkets Live. Here with us tonight, Mr. Christopher Terry. Go ahead and show him some love in the chat, guys. Show him some love.
What's up? Show me.
Go ahead.
All right.
What was in the chat? 111. Light it up. We're excited to be on with the CEO of iMarkets Live. In fact, 1 second, Christopher.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at
this. We're excited to be
pandemonium. Pandemonium. Oh my God. Pandemonium. So, listen, guys and girls, I'm going to go off video and I'm going to put the phone in my ear.
That's
Hey, we can hear you now, Chris. I had them showing you some love, so go right ahead. I don't know if you're calling back in or you left. I don't see where you are. You have to unmute if you're still muted. Let me see if I can find you. Here you go. Hold on.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you good, loud and clear.
All right.
Take it away.
If for some reason I disappear, just say, hey, you're muted. My cheek sometimes hits the button. So I took the video off. And I put the speaker off so I can hear. I'm in Las Vegas at a place called Caesar's Palace. They have a place called the Forum Shops. And, today is Labor Day. I have a conflict of interest on Labor Day because the people in IML, my family, we don't labor, right? We don't labor, all right? I have a conflict. So what I did, I went shopping. And I spent and I enjoyed myself because we don't labor. Our people and I know we don't labor. It's all about freedom and free enterprise and changing your life, your economic and personal freedom. How about that? That's what we do. So I'm going to walk a little bit. Now I'm all revved up. And I first off want to thank Chyna for being part of the family. I have to thank Chyna because she's a day one. She's been with me since way back when. And she locked arms with me. She looked me eye to eye. She says, I'm with you, Biggie. I said, I'm with you, Chyna. We got this. Her and then Lawrence and Jewel and the whole entire organization. And I came to Atlanta. I came to Detroit. I went back to Atlanta. And we did a major event in Atlanta. We did another major event in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I love Chyna. And she is absolutely a superstar. Now, I love all you guys. There's many of you that we chat, we communicate. I met you at the Vegas event. I met you at other events. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for being part of the call. I'm not really a quiet person. I'm not really the guy who sugarcoats anything. I'm not the guy who's going to tell you what I think you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Or what I think you need to hear. I'm gonna come from my heart. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm always the guy who keeps it real. As long as I keep it real, and you guys stay real with me, together we lock arms. Look, it's a complete takeover. There is no other company in the industry that does what we do. There's no other relevance in the industry, all right, around us. We're the only company in the last 1,000 years that's ever designed anything like this, and we're going to be the only company over the next 1,000 years that has designed something like this. I'm talking the likes of how the Rockefellers and all the Gettys and all the greats, the Zuckerbergs and all the Jobs and all those guys out there who've done something great. And their companies became multi-billion-dollar enterprises because they had an owner that was a boss. They had people around them that were bosses. China's a boss. All you guys are bosses, all right? On Labor Day, where the rest of the world is taking their day off from being a slave to the other man, for being somebody else's cow, where they got to get on their knees every day and kiss the boss. Your guys, you may have to do that right now, but that's not your future. Your future is freedom, complete and utter freedom, all right? You make sure, number one, you make sure you use the products. If you're out there just signing people up and you think that's the way it's going to work, if you think, oh, let me just go get people and sign people up, then you're fooling yourself. Because if you have no substance, if you are shallow enough to think that let me just go get people, and you're not getting them on the products, and or if you're telling, hey, use this one product. No, you get them on all the products. The last thing you want to do is hinder somebody else's vision, and you bring them in and say, you know what? The web analyzer, that's what you got to use. No, you put them on swipe trace, whether it works for you or not. You put them on the web scanner, whether it works for you, the harmonic scanners, the IML TVs. Make sure they're on my session on Sunday nights. Here I am free, a multi-millionaire trader teaching on Sunday nights. You couldn't get it better. And it's free. It's free for guests. Use it as a prospecting tool. All right? What I'm talking to you guys and girls about is you being a CEO. You being the boss. Okay, hold on a second. Wait. My video.
We could see you. Well, we did see you for a second, but you went away again. There you go.
There we go. I'm talking about you guys being the bosses. You guys stepping up and taking control. This isn't, I'm Marcus Live, it's not Christopher Terry. I'm not sure you guys recognize that. It's not Christopher Terry. All right? It's Chyna. It's Sheila. It's man, all these people here. Wow. It's Brenda. It's you, Rhonda. It's not Christopher Terry. I've already made my money years ago. 25 years ago, Chris got really rich. And he continued to doing that every year. I built something for the people, by the people, with the people. I am not that boss. I'm not that guy. All right? I'm the guy who says to you, listen, and I love Game of Thrones, all right? Because when they talk about the Khaleesi, the breaker of chains, the breaker of slaves, the breaker of this, and I use that in a formatted way, not in an informal way of, if you look at it, you know. But I am that guy. I really want to get you free from really just being somebody else's. Just trust me. My job is to get you free. All right, I get a little bit emotional about it. But it's about you being the boss. You taking control. All right. Number one, you're the CEO. You're the CEO of your own business within IML. How about this? Let me paint a little vision for you. Just let me be a little stupid for a minute. I teach you how to trade. Now, not me, but IML. You learn our methodologies. You learn what we're doing, and you learn how to trade. And you become successful. I'm not talking in 90 days. I'm talking in a year or 2 years where you got consistency. You're building a big account. Now you say one day, you know what? I want to manage money. I want to manage money. I want to manage, $100,000. And before you know, you're managing 2 million and 20 million and 200 and 300 million. We have the seeds today to help you plant seeds today of being a mega trader, a money manager later on. What do you want to go with it? I made so much money in trading in my life All I do is invest in the real estate. Wow, Chris, you can do other things? Yes, I invest in the real estate. I was just talking to Chyna about stuff I buy. I buy $10 to $15 million properties. That's what I do. All right? I buy multifamily units. I mean, buildings. That's what I do. I take the money from trading. I worked hard for my money. I put my money to work and let it work for me. All right? What about opening up other businesses? What about opening up other businesses? You're the CEO of your life with IML as your partner. Learn how to trade. Secondly, you have the network marketing model. And that's what you guys are about, right? The network marketing model. It was obviously the best. It's obviously the best model that's ever existed. Not IML. I'm talking network marketing in general. That Amway started back in the day. Them and it was Herbalife and Melaleuca and all these big companies and Avon. It's our turn. It's our turn. You're not hustling product. You're not selling shampoos. You're not selling aluminum foil. You're actually selling something that people want, use, and need every single day. To be very successful, you have to have products or services that people want, that people need, they can afford, and they can use over and over every single day. Let's think about that. What is that? Money. You use money every day. You can afford it. You use it every day. Why not let's create a business that creates money from money, right? So when I looked at IML, I'm like, you know what? Why not teach people how to trade? And then why not be able to have that person share with other people so you can earn a commission, so you can take that money that you've earned and put it into trading. Then take that trading money and put it into other vehicles and assets. What about dividend stocks? What about buying stocks dividends? I'm talking like AT&T. What if you made $100,000 in trading and you put $100,000 into AT&T stock? It returns you 6% a year compounded. You work hard for your money, let your money work hard for you. That's what we do. You're the CEO. You got to act it. What I don't like, oh, my back office don't work. Well, this don't work. Well, that don't. There's always an excuse. Listen, I can make this excuse is why this building was built, why they couldn't build the building. I'm sure the person that built it made an excuse to the owner. Oh, I can't get there. It's too far. Figure it out. Figure it out. What? Because IML is not exactly perfect? Exactly perfect? Does that hinder your success? Go to Amway. You want something perfect? Go to Amway. You're here with us. This is where you're going to get rich. This is where you're going to get taught how to be an independent business person. This is where you're going to get taught how to be extremely successful. I see Words Taylor over there. One of the things that Words Taylor, he did a video, and he talked about that I know people robbed from you. I know people took from you in life. I know that. But stop it. I don't mean to disrespect you, but I'm disrespecting you. Remember that, Words? I don't mean to disrespect you, but I'm disrespecting you. And you know what that is right here and right now? It's pure respect to you. I remember every one of your calls. If every one of these people are not on your calls every single day or listen every night, they're doing the wrong thing. I listen to every one of your calls. I remember every one of them. I'm talking everything, everything. You know, I have so much respect for you, Words. And in fact, you're part of this family. Oh my God, the blessings that you're giving everybody. But you were right. The fact is, I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but I'm disrespecting you. But the fact is, yes, people have taken from you. They go in your pockets. They say bad things to you. You punch right back. You go right back. You let nobody stand in your way. You are the CEO of your life. You are. And you know what? You got me behind you. You got Chyna behind you. You got Words behind you. You got Alex Warren. All the great leaders behind you. I'm going to drop my phone because I have nothing else to say. I want Words. Can you come up? Can you talk? Can you talk?
Absolutely.
I can't hear you, Words. Can you talk?
Absolutely.
Do me the honor.
Let's get it.
You know where I'm going with this? All emotion.
I'm already
Go with
knowing.
the honor. Take it, man, and just close it out.
Yo, I would dig in what you just said. You are the CEO of your own life. So if you're the CEO of your life, then you got to start making boss moves with your life. You got to take control of your life and your decisions. And I think that's what everybody on this call is doing, taking control of their life by making a decision to be financially free, by making a decision to follow Dr. Chyna. All right, that woman right there is a beast. and we go where she go, where she flow, and she's here to take us to a different level. So I'm gonna just kick it right back to you, Chyna.
Wow, first of all, I laugh because first of all, words are absolutely incredible, and I'm so honored to hear Cris edify you in such an amazing way because your skill is incredible. You're gonna have a chance to see a lot of Mr.
I'm still here, but I'm listening, and thank you, everybody. I love each and every one of you in China. Wrap that, baby.
All right, so guys, let me say this. Wow, first of all, congratulations words on your transformation. I know we're going to get into that a little bit in a moment, but Cris, thank you for your transparency. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for not staying in this corporate box of what people think is supposed to be. You're always so cut. You're always so raw. We never know what we're going to get. You're always so unfiltered. And I can tell each and every person that's on here who may have heard him for the first time, you need to push toward this and embrace this like never before, because it's not that many people that's going to be willing to be that authentic and real with you. What you see is what you get with him. And what I can tell you is that every single person that's on this call, he has your back. He has your back. He has your side. He is the person that you definitely want to be in business with. What I love about the philosophy is that, listen, you are your own CEO of your life. So when you come into IML, you get to be in business with another CEO. You get to be in business with other bosses. And so it gives you the motivation and courage to step up and boss up if that was not your life, regardless of what your current circumstances is, regardless of what it looks like right now, regardless if people have never poured into you in that way. And that's what you're going to need. Like, you need somebody that's going to help to strengthen you, not that's going to just play some patty cake with you and tell you the things that you want to hear and be all nice about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, not only do you have an opportunity to experience Mr. Christopher Terry on the Night Owl sessions happening every single Sunday night at 11. Man, let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all even understand. I don't even know if you understand, but tens of thousands of people from around the world, some that are not even in iMarkets Live, because guess what? Your guests could get on. Like, where they do that at? That the CEO of the company, let's be clear. I sat down with Cris in Las Vegas, and he made a comment to me, and it sounded like when I said that, when I said that to Dawn said, wait a minute, that sounds like one of the rap songs. He was like, I'm still spending money from 98. I have to do iMarkets Live. Let's be clear, I'm not doing this because I need the money. I'm hearing some feedback. 1 second. He said, I'm not doing this because I need the money. I'm doing this because I found the way to help the masses of people who need what I have. And so to have the CEO of the company that's willing to pour out and give, a man that's highly sought after, you not only want to make sure that you're on the Night Owl sessions at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, and I believe 9 on the West Coast, but you want to get your guests on. You want to show them the value. You want to edify the fact that, listen, this is who I'm in partnership with. And you want to learn from them. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Christopher Terry was the only trainer when I came in iMarkets Live. We had the Harmonic Scanner and we had the London sessions. And on the London sessions, I didn't know what the heck was going on. I don't know what was happening. It was like a foreign.
Hey, Chyna?
Yes,
you know what's funny? What's funny, when you came on, I was doing actually, and everybody, this is my commitment and this is my work ethic. It's funny you say that. I was the only trader educator. Let me see. I started the London session, let's see, Eastern time. I started at 2 a.m. in the morning. I went to 4:30 a.m. Then I stayed up I went downstairs. I used to live at the MGM in Vegas. They had a 24-hour diner. I went downstairs. I had breakfast from 4:30, 5 o'clock to about 6:30. I get ready, and I do the New York session from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock a.m. to p.m. And then I'd sleep for 3-4 hours. Then I'd do the CEO stuff, and I started all over again. I literally slept 4 hours a day, and I was working 2 sessions, New York and London, and that was normal for me. A lot of the traders we have, they work an hour, and it's a big event. But I was working literally doing both the sessions and being a CEO. And just being a family person. So if I could do that, if I could put that hours in, if I could take the time and do it, man, you can do a lot more than I could. Believe me, you don't have to carry a lot of other weight that we did, and just invest your time into learning. Chyna, I'm put it back to you.
That's amazing. I just want to say thank you again. I want to encourage everybody to get on those sessions. But not only that, guys, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on September 14th, Friday night, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to put this out here. The things that I've gained from Cris, for number one, I discipline myself, because when you have a gentleman like Christopher Terry in the room, who's probably the most wealthy person that you can get in contact with, that's willing to pour into you, you sit down. He is my mentor. And I don't care if I don't understand everything about trading. There's been so much in mindset that he said that I've applied in my life that have absolutely helped me to level up in ways that you cannot even imagine. It's been a mindset, the philosophies that he would talk about, so that when he did go into training, I was able to understand at another level. And sometimes the mindset is what's really necessary for you guys. So Friday night, guys, I'm telling you right now, it is going to be a priceless experience to be in that space with Mr. Christopher Terry. So Cris, thanks again for being on. Thanks for being who you are. Thank you for iMarkets Live, the courage that you
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you, Rog. I'm out of here. Thank you so much, guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Listen, we are a part of the #1 company in the industry. If you don't believe me, go and check the stats. Go and check the stats. Everybody's talking about it. The naysayers are now, upset. Maybe they hope that we would not still be around right now, because I know that we disrupted a lot that they had going on. Guys, go ahead and show Mr. Christopher Terry some love in the chat. Show him some love. Thank him, so that when the replay is up, they can see this, because most people have been working at a company for 10 years and they've never had a conversation with their CEO. You have an opportunity to do that in Fort Lauderdale. Never miss an event that you qualify for. So I'm going to open up the call to some of the other leaders' words. Thank you so much for all that you do. As you guys could see, Cris was very excited, genuinely, like he knows this guy's flow. It wasn't scripted. When he saw his name up there, it touched a specific space for him. You want to talk a little bit about that, words, and we'll open it up, and where they can hear more of you on the morning motivational call?
Yeah, absolutely. So what's crazy is this all started from Brandon call.
You're breaking up.
And he got Brandon Boyd was doing more, and he had to go out of town. And I saw a couple times he missed.
Words. I don't know if you can get into a better position, but you're breaking up a bit.
Boom. Can you hear me better now?
It is better.
Okay, bet. So Brandon Boyd was doing the morning motivation calls, and he had to go out of town, and he ended up missing a couple days. And I hit up Richard Duncan, and I said, Richard, I need you to make this connection between Brandon and I. I said, that is the platform I'm supposed to be on. Like that's my area. I want to be able to serve people in that way. And Richard made the connection happen. Boom. We did the call one time, and from then on, Brandon was like, yo, let's do like 3 times a week. And I just want to point out the fact that there was no conversation about money, funds, anything like that. It was just me saying, I want to do this because I want to serve people. And that's it. I just want to be in a position where I serve, because I know as an entrepreneur, one of the things that we lack sometimes, or that becomes a struggle, is to stay motivated. When you hear no every single day, or when you hear no multiple times in a week, like, you're going to need that mindset to be right. And so I've been on that platform for an entire year. Been doing 4 messages a week. Every single day, 9 a.m. Central Time. And then we started a group. That group is now at about 10,000 people, Morning Motivation on Facebook. And I go live in there, and I just get it in. I even do a 3 a.m. call for the UK now, all just for free, just on the strength of I just want to serve people. So that's how it kicked off.
Amazing words. We salute you. What's the link for that morning motivational call? I know Brandon Boyd sends it out. If you can also drop that inside of the Rich University, inside the team app, inside of Access Rich University, if you don't mind putting that, adding that to one of the places that you drop it in, I would appreciate that. But for those that are writing it down.
Yep, you can actually just go to the Facebook group Morning Motivation, and then we have the link in there. So it's a Zoom link that's in there. We put it out every single day, and then I also go live in the group during the Morning Motivation, just for those that can't really get on the link. So yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate you
All right.
serving, and we really just appreciate everything that you do. So,
Hey, and I also appreciate. I've been seeing you on my posts, the validation on the post with the weight loss and stuff like that. Like when I saw you on response, I could feel the energy, and I'm in my car like, let's go, Chyna. So I definitely appreciate it, girl.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, that's important. We talk about that, how it's important for engagement. And what we do now, even inside the team app, if somebody puts a post up, and Tasha really kicked this off, and it made me think about a service that I paid for. I actually paid for social media support and help. I just hit 30,000 on Instagram, by the way, y'all. Yay. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you guys go check your girl out on there. But when I paid for this service, basically it was real, it was authentic. And they had this back end where there was a group in like a DM group where all of these influencers were there. And if somebody put a post up, they would go in a group and say, hey, I just put up a dope post, go and show some love to it. And so we would all just go over and, see whatever it is, comment some quick and keep it moving. And so, Tasha put it in our team chat, and she was like, I just put up X, Y, and Z posts, go show us some love. And I said, you know what, this is the perfect community for that. So we start to really show people love. So if you post something on your social media page that's inspiring or positive, we will definitely do that. So once again, words, engagement is important. More importantly, I was really inspired by what I saw. And so what you felt from me was authentic. So thanks so much for continuing to inspire, because you got your girl on her game. And I say, hold on, Fort Lauderdale coming up. Let me get my life together all the way. So I appreciate you for that. Awesome sauce, guys. Who's next? Anybody else want to come on and share? I'm excited. Happy Labor Day. We just want to open up the call. *6 to unmute your line. Any leaders that are out there? I don't want to start calling names. I'm making it open for you guys to hop on in here. A lot of people are on. We had a spectacular call with the CEO. Let's go get it.
Hey, Dr. Chyna, can you hear me now?
I can hear you good. I can hear you. Oh, we got a special guest coming on in a minute. Yes, that's going to be on the show at the website. I can hear you, $1 million. Where you at, girl?
Well, just real quick, I just want to say thank you to our CEO. My CEO is bad. I'm super excited to know that the company is crazy straight. Sound like he still spending money from 98. So, that makes me feel warm and fuzzy. But, guys, he said something which is really critical. If you don't walk away with anything tonight from this call, you are the CEO of your life, not just your business, not just your job, not just the title. You are the CEO of your life. So I'm so excited about this event that's coming up in Florida. I'm so excited about the team growing. I'm so excited about everybody getting used to using these products, making money, especially for me, the Harmonic Scanner, one of my favorites. So I'm just excited to see the elevation. The momentum is picking up. People are joining. People are hitting ranks. It's just a beautiful thing to see people in a position where they can take care of their families using IML as a vehicle. So thanks again, Dr. Chyna. Bethley, back to you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dawn. I appreciate you. We have Mr. Wabui that's going to be hopping on. He's actually a designer for Our Markets Live. He did IMLuniverse.com, and he is also doing richuniversityonline.com. So we're excited because we're about to get a sneak peek of that, which is a preview of the website that you're going to be able to have to send all of your prospects to show them what we have here, featuring the video that I did in Dubai. But it's also going to have a members piece that's going to be password protected, that's going to allow members who actually join an opportunity to do those 7 steps with all of the features and videos and stuff like that. One of the things that we've been putting a lot of money and time in is the foundation of the company and within our team to make sure we bridge any gap, that we provide as much support as possible. And I want to say something connected to what Dawn said as it relates to the strength of IML. I just want you guys to be clear. And I'm gonna say as much as I can without saying too much. What I can tell you right now is I've never been a part of a company that's more solid than Our Markets Live. If you had any idea of the soundness of the back end of this company, you would be like, I plant my flag, I'm so good. Because companies pop up all the time. Since I've been in Nine Markets Live, there's been so many companies that have tried to duplicate the model. And I remember I had gotten, you know how it is, when something affects your business, you start to be like, oh my goodness, Chris, this is happening. He said, what's the company? It took like 2 minutes. He said, they won't last this amount of time. They won't do this. They don't have to back it. There's layers to this and levels to this. And they haven't even made it past this yet. Don't believe the hype. And I promise you, almost everything that he said was correct. And he did it about 3 different times. There was another company, 2 of them that ended up shutting down. And he said, watch what happens when we curve around to the next year, which was us coming actually into 2017. He said, watch when we curve around to the next year. 2018. And the company couldn't make it. They did not make it past 2017 because of the regulations. So guys, be clear. You need to be a part of a company where the CEO is so clear and sharp. But number one, they have the financial backing to support it. This is not his main stream of income. I feel good about that because there's enough resources available to keep it going. So with that being said, we have Mr. Wabui in the house. He is the designer for Our Markets Live. We're so grateful to have him to work on our team website. We're so excited. This is Mr. Wabui that's also doing some great things in IML. I'm not exactly sure what your rank is, but where are you right now in the company? So we can't hear you.
My business partner and I are currently at Platinum 5000. So
all right, so almost chairman in the company. So multiple streams of income coming. That's what I love about this company. They in-source. If they see value in what you have, you get another bag, you get another check. So I love that. Mr. Wabui, thank you so much for doing our team website. Everybody's excited to see it. We've been anticipating for a while. We put it on hold because we wanted the best of the best. So we literally moved in a completely different direction. And so we're excited to give them the first peek of what richuniversityonline.com looks like. I'll turn the floor over to you.
Absolutely too. And Dr. Chyna, I also want to, before moving forward, I want to go ahead and take the opportunity to thank you for giving me the opportunity and the chance to be able to work upon this. It's definitely something that I don't take lightly. I know you could have went to a lot of different individuals, and so it was an honor for me to be able to do this for you and your organization. And I want to go ahead and also let you and everyone else on here know that as of right now, everything is in the process of being finalized, and so this will be ready and will be available for all of you to be able to use by first thing tomorrow morning. But I want to be able to share with all of you kind of the kind of little sneak preview of kind of what we've been cooking up over here. So won't take up any much more of your time, but I'm going to share my screen with all of you. And so, well, I want to welcome each and every one to Rich University for our Markets Live members. So come on to here.
That's off the chain, sir.
Oh my God.
Come on, sir. Come on, Holy Ghost.
Oh,
Nice.
So that's good.
So, you know, this was a very challenging project because when Dr. Chyna came to me and she brought this idea, I was like, wow, you know, because I've looked at kind of how she represents herself, and you can tell she's a woman of class, and I know that she approaches everything that she does with class. And so this was definitely, so I wanted to really try and bring out kind of that Rich University feel that brings out kind of that absolute pinnacle of class. And so so the way that she wanted this structured was for all of you to be able to have a very simple user experience where you guys can be able to go through very slides of this website to be able to give you what it is that you need, with the sole intention of being able to quickly give you the information that a brand new person requires, and then getting them plugged into the system that you all have created in terms of driving them to all of your group pages and making sure that they're plugged in. So you come here, there's a couple of different ways you can scroll down, or you click the buttons and they will move you down to the next screen. And so the first slide here simply just gives a quick, a quick introduction for the brand new member in terms of what to do. And then if you go down here and then the first slide, first thing that you're going to see is going to be the first 72 hours. And so very simple, you go ahead and you click on this thumbnail and it's going to go ahead and it's going to open up a pop-up and it's going to play this video directly to you. And so that's how that's going to work. And then you go ahead and you click complete step. It's going to drive you down to the next slide. And so this one, you have your one and only, the great Dr. Chyna Bethley, sharing her knowledge, sharing her love and vision for what she created this wonderful movement, and being able to expose that brand newest person to the culture and the standards of what you all represent here. And so, yeah, you go ahead and they do that. They click on that video thumbnail. It's going to go ahead and pop up another thumbnail. They complete that one. They're going to go to the next. On this slide, it's going to give them the information for everyone to be able to go to the respective Facebook groups, the university exclusive, and then also the public page. Now, then we get to the mobile apps. And so here, for all of you, they've created a video that walks over the steps and process to how they can go ahead and download Team App, and then go ahead and get plugged into what you guys have set up. And then on the next one. Okay, and so here is going to be MetaTrader 4. Okay, and so this is going to give step-by-step instructions on how they can install MetaTrader 4. And then you will also find the download buttons for Apple at the bottom and then also for Android. Each one will lead to either the iOS App Store or it will go to the Google Play Store respectively. So they have different options there. And then right here, so there's a couple of sections that are in the process of being added. And for example, when they finish this, they're going to be taken down to Rich University Orientation, which is essentially Rich University.tv, where they'll be able to plug onto calls just like this one. And then there's also, by tomorrow, you all will also have a different part of the website, which will actually be the homepage, where that's going to have the opportunity video that is done by yours truly, Dr. Bethley. That will be the main richuniversity.com. And then you all will have special access to this particular page that will be password code protected. That depends on what Dr. Chyna decides to create for all of you. But with that being said, that's kind of the rough framework of what we've been able to do here for Rich University. This has been a pretty awesome experience for me to be able to work on and to be able to collaborate with Dr. Chyna with. And so as I finish up, just wrapping up some things here on the back end, I will communicate with Dr. Chyna Bethley tomorrow morning and let her know exactly when this will be able to all go live for all of you to be able to leverage and utilize.
Woo! Guys, let's show Mr. White Boy some love.
I'm driving. Yes, I did. This is Anthony from Indianapolis.
Oh my goodness, that was so incredible. Guys, what are you thinking about what you
Thank you, Dr. Chyna.
Mr. Wabui?
That thing right there is, I know I'm just answering, but that thing is hot. Like, just the visuals, it's professional. The colors, the capturing, like it's bossed up for real. I like that a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anybody else? What you guys thinking about the website? Give us some feedback. We're so excited. We're so grateful. And
appreciate your words.
Some brand assets in the market. Anybody else? Go ahead and unmute. Where's Miss Dawn $1 Million? I know she was on out here.
Bruh, I only got one word to describe it. Lit.
Lit tea. Lit tea.
He said lit. I know that's right.
Lit tea.
Yes. We're so excited, Wabui. Very, very professional. We could not have asked for something better. I'm just so glad that you have the creative eye to just do your thing. And I know so many people are in the chat. You got Joshua.
Yes, lit.
You got Sharita that's saying, I love it. Piker is on there saying lit, yes. Everybody just lighting up the chat. Pam, no excuses, Michelle said. We ain't got no excuses now. Everything you need. So guys, for orientation, we show you how to enter in next to the trade. Ms. Dawn $1 Million Wilson is going to be doing her exclusive, harmonic scanner training. So everything is going to be there. We're going to continue to add to that member experience to give everybody what they need. People would not have any excuses on why they're not successful in this space. So with that being said, Mr. Wabui, thank you so much. We're so excited. You've given us a sweet, sweet treat tonight, guys. We gave you some real good value tonight on your Labor Day. Mr. Christopher Terry and Mr. Wabui. So let's give it up again for Mr. Wabui.
Yeah.
Chyna, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
That's my dog.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so, so much. We really appreciate it. Guys, listen, this has been a fantastic call. I know it's some people are still doing whatever you do on Labor Day. I don't even know what you do on Labor Day. Today is Monday to me. Every day is a holiday, right?
Trading.
Oh, you trade, dog.
We're trading, honey. Yes, ma'am.
I know that's right with them Bollinger Bands. I get it, dog.
Well, bands to make them dance, honey. Yes, indeed. No, this was hot. This is really exciting. Really clean, really polished. I mean, I could just see what's getting ready to take place, guys. If you're not in position, get in position. That's it. If you've been stalling, debating, and thinking, time out. It's time to definitely take action and execute. This thing is getting ready to go through the atmosphere, and let's get it.
Yeah.
I love it. Piker said you did your thing on that website, Wabui.
Dr. Chyna, this is Dr. Shamarla here.
Hey, Dr. Shay, how you doing?
I'm all right. First of all, I just want to say excellent, absolutely awesome. And it looks just like you, okay? That's the whole thing that Wabui did. So that's real good. But Dawn and I are actually going back on tour this week. So we just want to just...
Where we going?
We will be in St. Louis, Missouri, with Springfield. She kicks it off in Springfield, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, Lexington, Kentucky, and Dallas, Texas. All between now and next week before the convention. So if anybody has anyone that they want to come out and hear the presentation, they're welcome to do that as well. I mean, we've been hitting the road pretty hard, haven't we, Dawn?
Absolutely. So please make sure you post all of that inside of the team app. Oh, here it goes again. Oh my goodness, look how nice. Oh, there it is. Post.
Shamarla, do you have the other ones? Shamarla got the other flyer.
No, because she didn't finish mine. She hasn't finished mine yet. I've been waiting.
So we'll be posting it up in the team app.
Yes.
I do have Tisha's though. We'll be Tisha. I'll send that.
Perfect. Oh, that looks so good. Level Up Tour 2018, baby. Boom. That's it right there. That's it right there. I love it. So please put all of those inside the team app, inside of Access Rich University, so everybody knows where they are. Those flyers are off the chain. And also put them inside of the Facebook page, guys, because a lot of people are definitely in that Facebook page. We want to definitely build up the audience. If you know anybody in those cities, please make sure you invite them out, even if you're not in those cities. Start to think about where you want to build a team at that's going to have continual support, okay? So please do that. Anything else before we close out, guys? Any other events that are happening? In Atlanta, every Thursday, guys, we're live and in color. We'll put that inside the team app as well. And
actually, we're doing a pretty big presentation as well in our tour, because Atlanta, we just added that on Sunday too. So we'll have that too. Yeah.
Yes, please put that out there. And tomorrow night, remember, orientation. So you'll be able to go to richuniversityonline.com, click the password protected side of the members, and just simply click orientation and have access at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. Orientation is a great way to connect new people. You brought some people on this week. Get them on orientation right away. A lot of their questions are going to be answered. They're going to be able to enter and exit a trade, as well as making sure that all of those 7 steps that he just showed you on the website are complete and that they're good to go. Okay, so stay tuned for the announcement of the Harmonic Scanner training that we're going to have. We're looking at Sunday night or Wednesday night. We're thinking maybe Wednesday because the market is moving a little bit more, and all the additional value that we're going to be bringing to the team. So somebody's asking about the link for the Facebook page. You can just go to Rich University on Facebook. If you type that in, it's going to require you to answer 3 questions, making sure that you're connected to our group, and you'll gain access. If anybody is waiting to gain access from that group, please let your sponsor know. They'll reach out to us and make sure that we get you in there. We're looking to clear some of that out right away. It's richuniversityonline.com. richuniversityonline.com for the website. You'll be able to send your prospects to that website. I'm also looking for some testimonies of people who've had great experiences thus far inside the Rich University community that we can also put up on the website. So with that being said, I'm super duper excited. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being on. God bless you guys. Have a fantastic.
Thank you, Dr. Chyna. Thank you.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless you guys. Have a great night.
All right. Good night.